Morning, travellers. Tuesday morning. Not really late on, fairly early, I suppose. About 7:30, 7:45. Got a problem. Connie Comanche has a stinky problem. Let me just show you this. If I can turn this round. Yeah, there we go. Oh, in the toilet. Yeah, we have one of these. Oh, you can't see that until I press the button. So when I flush the toilet flushes, but the fan doesn't come on. Now that's a button you can press to put the fan on all the time, or that extracts the smells out the toilet and throws them out of the van. Now, it used to work when we bought the van and we picked her up, so there's obviously something wrong, and I'll go and investigate and show you what it is. I know exactly what it is because I've got the spares for it, so I'm going to repair it today and show you how to repair a fan unit in one of these toilets that isn't working. So we'll go outside, we'll open the cassette box, we'll take the fan out, we'll replace it, and then we'll try again and see what happens. Here we are, there's the toilet cassette. So we'll open it up and we'll take it out and we'll see what the problem is. Right, cassette's out. Okay, so in here, as you can see, it's a Thetford toilet. And under here, you take that off and you have a Thetford carbon filter, which is the filter for the electric ventilator. So you lift that out, there should be a little tab on here, but the tab's actually broken off, so it doesn't really come out properly. So there we go. And I believe you can undo the seal on that, and you can put activated carbon in it, and you can, instead of buying a new one, you can physically just repair your old ones. So that goes in there. Then in here, as you can see, there is this, which should make it a waterproof seal, but doesn't. And there's the fan. Now on this one, don't know if you can see that, the fan has burnt out. Now, I've got a replacement fan, exactly the same one from eBay. I'll put a picture of it in now, how much I paid for it. And it was delivered in, I don't know, 4 days maybe. So I get it. What we have to do, we have to chop the wires off and then re-splice them with the new fan. And then all should be well and all should work. Remembering to put it back on this way with the sticker down, and then this in this corner, because down here there's a little clip that it needs to go past. So I'll get the replacement fan and the connectors, and then we'll do that and we'll splice it on camera. Okay, so here we go. Here's the package that came, just a little jiffy bag with nothing else in it other than the replacement fan. So you can see it matches. It's a Sunon 12 volts 2.9 watts, which matches that, which is the Sunon 12 volts 2.9 watts. So let's see whether I can put you in here. Can you see what's going on? Maybe not. I don't know whether my tripod will work. No. Maybe I can put you in here like this. Maybe, yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Let's try it. Right, there's the camera, so I need to be careful with this. Right, so what I've got to do, the cable is here. It's quite a long cable, which is good. I guess. Maybe not. It's in a knot. So what we need to do is, it doesn't really pull through very well because it's very fine. Sorry for my hand being in the way, but the cable is now stuck in here. So I don't know how we're going to get that out. Oh, there we go. Right, so it's out there now, and I need to chop this off, to chop the end of that off and splice them together. Now this one seems like it's got better cabling. It's not as fat on the original one as it is here, so we'll try it and see what happens. So I've got my cable crimper and my cable stripper, so we'll chop that off there like that. There we go. We will open this cable out. We will strip that cable, and we will strip that cable like that. Okay. And as per usual with the British weather, it is now raining. So back in a minute when I've put the cable connector ends on that and we can start stripping this one.
A few moments later.
Right, we're back in the van because it's peeing down outside, typical British weather. Right, so I've got some of these, which you probably saw on the previous Temu haul. I don't remember whether or not I showed you these, but these are two little clips. They're connector clips and they fit together like so, but you put wires in one end, wires in the other end, and then they just clip together like that, and it gives you a tight seal. So here, what we're going to do is we'll bend that cable over like that. We'll bend that cable over like that. And then there you go. One in that side. One in that side. Oh no, I know how they go. Yes, they go through the holes in there. Right, okay, Michael, don't be stupid. So, one in there. One in there. And then they clamp down like that. And that's quite tight. So there's one connector. And when the rain stops, I'll go outside and I'll do the other connector on the actual cable to the switch in the toilet. Okay, so I'm impatient and I can't wait. So I've come out in the rain to try and sort this out. So, got the fan, got the other piece of, when I was there, the other socket. So let's put you back in here and see whether or not we can get this fixed. Okay, so I knew where it was anyway. I've got my battery powered soldering iron. I'm going to solder these wires on instead of actually putting them on this connector, because this connector won't go through this piece of plastic here, which is a shame, but you know, these things happen. And I've also got some electrical tape so I can secure the connections without them shorting out. So let's try this then. Firstly, let's put that one in there like that. Okay, so that's in there. Now can we get a blob of solder on that? So these are really good, these. Battery powered, rechargeable soldering iron. Really cheap off eBay. And it has worked in the past for me. So let's see whether it works now. Might take a while to heat up. Let's see. I don't know how much battery power is in this actually. Okay, so that's worked. So let's get some tape on that. Yes, it looks rubbish, and it probably is, but I'll get back to that later when the weather's not rubbish and crap and wet and horrible. I don't want it standing out in the rain. But then that should go on there. Like so. Yep. As you can see, the fan's still whirring. So that means it's fixed. We'll heat the soldering iron up again. The fan's still spinning. That's a good sign, I suppose. There we go. Now the question is, will those cables pass through here? And again, that's gone in there because it's just a rubbish connector. So I'm not so sure it will, but let's try pulling it through and seeing what happens, shall we? No, it isn't going to go through there. So I'm probably going to have to unscrew this and take the whole bottom bit off, if I can. Yeah, I might have to take the toilet out, actually. I wonder if I can use that flat like that, maybe. That'll go in like that. That's not going to work, is it? No. Is that going to work there then, with that cable stuck out? Probably not. Well, let's try it and see. Let's move that cable out of the way. It's in there like that. Move those out of the way. So the fan's still spinning. So it's whether or not the Thetford thing will fit on there without breaking it. So let's see, shall we? Right, so obviously the cable's in there and it shouldn't be. I don't know how else I'm going to get that sorted. It's the right size fan. Yeah, so that's now stopped. Okay. So that goes on there like that. That fits in. Oh, you see, that's not bad. That might actually work. That fits in there okay. And that fits on top. No, it's a bit, yeah, it's not going to work because it's not down enough on that bottom corner. Because of that, maybe. But there's a dobbery bit that fits on there, maybe. Let's see. How can we do this? Like that, maybe? I don't know. Oh, unless that can poke. Maybe we can poke that down there. And the cables themselves go into that. Ah, maybe. Maybe we can poke the cables down there like that, out the way. Yes, that might work. Apologies for the hand getting in the way. Right, I'm going to try and put the cable in this hole, and then we'll see what happens, see whether it works or not. Right, the cables are in what looks like a little cable holder slot there, which is good. So we'll now see whether, was that, how was that pulled? No, that's right, that's there. Yeah, let's see if that works then now. So does that go over there properly now? It does, fits on there. That fits in there snugly. How does that fit on? That fits on all right. Yeah, and that fits in. Is it going to pop out? Yeah, maybe. Right, well, we'll try that, and I'll put the cassette back in, and we'll go and try the toilet. Right, okay, so, back in the van. Toilet flaps open. When we press this now, the light should still come on, but you'll be able to hear the fan. If I've done it properly, that's what should happen. Aww. Can we hear the fan? No. No. Right, so the cassette's going to have to come out, and I'm going to have to try it again. Okay, I had a bit of a brainwave. Why try and pull the wires through here when all the sellotape's on it and the electrical tape, when I could just pull them through like that with just the solder on and put the electrical tape on the outside. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to put the electrical tape back on there, tape it all up to here, and then we'll come back to it in 20 minutes or so. Just move that out of the way there. Oh, bit of electrical tape. Yuck. We'll come back and flush the toilet in about 20 minutes or so and see whether or not it's actually calmed down and it's worked.
One eternity later.
Right, as you can see, it's all back in here. Yeah, the light's on. But there's no fan noise. So I have no idea why that isn't working. At this stage, it would normally go and you would hear it work. So it's either a problem with the cassette and it isn't registering that the cassette's in properly, even though it is because obviously we've got two lights on, or I've shorted this fan again. But I can't see how because there's no water got into it and the cables are fine. I don't know. I'm at a loss. If anybody can leave me a comment on why this is not working and how to fix it. I thought that was it. I thought just by replacing the fan, which you saw before on the the previous, you know, couple of minutes ago, the fan actually worked. So it's either this control panel, which needs replacing, or I have actually crossed the wires while it was turned on and I've shorted it out again. Can't believe it. I thought I got it fixed. Anyway, let me know. Leave me a comment if you know how to fix it and what the problem is, whether it's a fuse somewhere, but I can't see how because there's no fuses in here, or whether I've blown the new fan. But yeah, so that's it really. I thought I could fix it and I can't, so that's not good. It's helped us immensely if you would subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then obviously leave me a comment as to why this isn't working. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye everybody.